Right folks, welcome to the second episode of Gym Talk and Coffee. Who we have in today is professional boxer Dylan Moran. So just before we start, a quick shout out to our sponsors, Traw Coffee Roasters down in Tremor. Tom and the lads putting out a great cup of coffee. Right, Dylan, welcome.
Thank you, Mark.
I suppose I want to say welcome to the podcast, not welcome to the gym, because you're fucking part of the furniture.
Yeah, here the whole time.
Right, so before we get started, we were only talking about it there before we when you came in. That management deal that went up yesterday, big news. Only about 24 hours, kind of fresh, not even. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so obviously I come home from England about 4 or 5 months ago now.
Yeah.
And was training away, fighting away, and I was being in talks with Assassin Boxing.
Yeah.
And yesterday we finally finalised the deal. You know what I mean? The deal was good for both sides, and we put pen to paper and signed the contract. Big year in 2019.
Yeah, so have you anything on the cards there, or can you say, or can you let people know? Can you let people know what's going to happen, or
yeah, of course.
Is it out there yet?
They've provided me with this fight live on the telly next week. You
Yeah.
know, which is a big stage to be performing on. You know, it's going to hit a lot of viewers around the country, and providing that for me was a show that these guys can produce what I need. You know, so I went to them, sat and told them what I plan on doing in 2019, and they were all on board for it. So the plan for 2019 is going to be building me here and in the States. You know,
Brilliant.
a couple of fights in America.
Where are you going? Any locations over there?
I think I'm going to go back to Mexico first,
Brilliant.
early in the new year. Then Connecticut.
Yeah, nice.
York Hall, maybe in London.
Nice.
And just as we get through the year, then the plan is a big homecoming in Waterford for the end of next year.
Brilliant.
That's what we're working towards. You know what I mean? And that's my goal. So that's what I put to them. I said, look, I want to bring big fights to where I'm from. You know, and they thought it was a great idea, and they can help me do that.
And there's never been too many big shows come to Waterford, particularly. Sure, haven't.
No,
Big,
you know,
like
professional boxing is only kind of new on the scene in Waterford. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the appetite is there for it. People want to see it. So, look, the timing has to be right, and I plan on bringing it. You know.
And like you see, like you're after, I don't know, is it only because you started training here or whatever, that I'm after taking more notice in it or what, I don't know. But fuck, you seem to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I was only talking to one of the lads, one of the clients here, it was during the week, I was there and saying, there was lads down in Kerry, one of his friends down in Kerry that shared your post. And the I swear to God, they're like, oh, in the name of God, do you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
mad,
no,
like,
it is.
It's mad.
It's crazy, and it's great for me, you know, that people are recognising. Like, I've been putting hard work into this for years.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
You know, a lot of years of hard work. You know, and I meet people on the daily, and you know what they say to me? They say, "Oh, you're so lucky."
No.
And I'm like, yeah. But when I leave and I get in the car or I go home, I'm like, there's been no luck involved whatsoever. You know, it's been years and years of just training hard, staying focused, staying on track, and now it's finally starting to happen for me. And people are getting behind me, people are taking notes, so it's great.
Yeah, and like one thing that I'll say, I've seen a couple of the fights. You're an exciting fighter.
Yeah.
What I mean, like, I'm not, when I'm watching, I want to see somebody get knocked out. I sure do. Do you know what I mean? That's me when I'm watching. Yeah, we know there's different things to it, like,
of course.
You have to get the rounds in and get your experience and all that, whatever. Why even have 5 knockouts?
Yeah, 5 knockouts, but look, at the end of the day, this is the entertainment business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to entertain, you have to put bums on seats, and you have to keep people interested. So look, it seems like it was only yesterday I was starting out doing this professional career, and now I'm 7 fights in, 5 knockouts, 4 of them in the first round. You know, so I've got the excitement side of things going. Yeah. And now as the rounds are going up, though, we've got to incorporate a game plan into it. You know, sit back, be a bit more clever about it. But yeah, we'll take it as it comes.
And it was like the first fight that I was on board with you, up in Tala, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. Yeah. Some of that, so we're there, so we left early. I think myself and one of the lads, we left about 1 o'clock or whatever time it was. Took us ages, couldn't go over 100 kilometers an hour. Bloody up, took us whatever, getting up there, buzzing, whatever. Watched a couple of the fights, you were there, got ready, did whatever, without into the ring. It was 3 minutes 50 or 2 minutes 50 seconds. Yeah. It was all over.
Yeah, but look, you know, like I said, you need to be making statements like that.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm not about statements when I was dragging us all the way up there for 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. I was there. Oh, it was brilliant. And that's another thing. We were saying the following that you have. Yeah. And it didn't, like, we were sitting down and we knew there was a bus coming up from Waterford, from Garvin. Yeah. And we were all sitting down and I said, geez, where is everybody coming? Are they over there? We didn't know them. Next year, all of a sudden, Like Dylan, there must have been definitely over 100 people.
Yeah, there was,
the team Moran hats, they come in and the noise, but I swear to God, but the buzz of the whole place, it just lifted.
That's what it takes though, and people are still talking about that. When I was up at the media workout yesterday, people were on about the show and talent, just like you are, the crowd you brought with you. You know what I mean? I've got amazing followers, they follow me everywhere. Even when I was in England, I was bringing 16, 70 people across to Manchester, which is crazy, you know, for early days. Like, they're only my second and third fight, you know, and look, it's great, you know, we make a great team.
Yeah, and it was there, you know, I have to throw an after party. We were there, when was it? It was after the Tala fight, we came home, or back to the nightclub in the city. Back to the nightclub,
factory,
the factory, that was it, back to the factory. Went over, I was there about 20 minutes, I wasn't drinking. I was working the next day. And I turned around to the other guys with me and said, I'm going to have to go home, so I'm going to end up drinking and staying down here for a night. But the nightclub was hopping on VIP area.
It was brilliant. And look, like I said, I can't do that. I can only do my training in the gym, take care of the fights, but like Waterford in itself has been getting behind me. That's the factory nightclub. You know what I mean? Started all that for me. Fitzgerald's menswear in Waterford, come on board for that fight, dress me for all fights, press conferences. Like I said, it all plays a part.
It does.
Certainly it all plays a part, and you can't do it on your own.
No, but it's nice to see all the hard work, years of it, and it's cliched and all that stuff, but it's just seemed working with you the last couple of months. I can only imagine the work that you have been putting in since you were a young fella. Do you know what I mean? Now it's paying off.
Now it's paying off, you know what I mean? And look, I'm just getting hungry.
Recognition.
I'm just getting hungry. You know, like even yesterday at that media workout, and I was thinking to myself, like, being on that poster up beside Spike and all the lads, it was crazy. That's a big step for me, like, you know. And then to be told you're live on the telly, and now I'm just like, I just want more. I just want more. You know what I mean? I just want more, and you know, it makes you work harder, it makes you more focused, and like I said, it's good to get a little bit of a reward as well.
Oh yeah.
You know, it keeps you on track.
It's paying off. Right, so how did you first get into fighting? Because I know you started boxing and then you went kickboxing. That's how I actually first came across you. It was kickboxing. I was doing small with myself, and then I turned pro boxing. Talk me through that a little bit.
Right, so
when did you start? How did you start? Why did you start?
I have boxing gloves on my hands since as far as I can remember. You know what I mean? Since I'm a baby. So I come from a fighting family, everything was boxing, you know. My childhood memories have been in the gym with my dad fighting, my dad coaching people, so it's just been non-stop boxing. I tried a hand at it maybe, I was in the ring at 7, 8 years of age, you know what I mean, only a baby, and I stayed at it. So started amateur boxing, done really well amateur boxing, a few trips around the world, met some great guys, you know what I mean, but what happened was, every time I used to get to the All-Irelands up in Dublin, I would get some bad decisions. You know what I mean? And things just weren't working out for me in it. And when I got onto the age of like 16, 17, I started making decisions for myself. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, you know, putting so much work in.
Can you talk a little bit about them?
Yeah, so...
Without naming that or whatever,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? You don't
I was just going through each stage, getting to the top, and just politics were coming into play, I suppose, you know what I mean? And they were robbing me of what was deserved, so to speak. Now, don't get it twisted. Sometimes I was beaten fairly. Take that on the chin, fair play.
That's one
you know what I mean? No problem with that. But when you're going up and beating guys after putting a year in of hard work and to be just taken away from you, it's heartbreaking stuff, isn't it? So I said one day,
what's behind that?
Just politics. Just politics. You know what I mean? Guys having it rigged up. You know what I mean? And nothing more to it than that. You know. And we were coming from down here in Waterford, out of the way, and nobody really coming up. You know. And they were just robbing it from me. So I just got fed up with that. I just got fed up with that, and I was approached one day to start kickboxing. So next time I fall in love with kickboxing. The end goal is always boxing, you know what I mean? Started kickboxing, travelled the world kickboxing.
You were all over the place, weren't you?
Everywhere kickboxing. Fought for everything, fought everyone, gained some load of experience out of kickboxing, and then when the time was right, I had my last kickboxing fight in the World Championships in Benalmádena in Spain, maybe 2, nearly 3 years ago.
You were saying that now, you brushed through that whole kickboxing career a couple of years or whatever there, like it was nothing. You had 3 world titles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3 world titles. Irish, Europeans.
I started off, I won the Irish, then I went on and won the 5 Nations, won the European, and finished up with 3 world titles, 3 consecutive years.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And look, like I said, the end goal was always boxing. Gained loads of experience in the kickboxing. Had some tough fights, you know what I mean? and fought some great guys that are now professional boxing as well.
No way.
Yeah, so
is that a common thing? What is that, or what, or is that just no?
Well,
it's just kind of
professional boxing is where the money is at. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
that's what most guys are chasing, but not for me. Just I'm chasing something different. You know what I mean? Professional boxing was always the end goal for me, and just achieving dreams more so than anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
how did you come about then going pro? What was? Did you wake up one morning? I think that's the kickboxing that's done. I want to give this pro a go.
No, so it was a plan. Pro boxing was always the end goal, and we said, right, we'll go kickboxing, try our hand at it, keep active, stay in the gym. And like I said, I had a great experience kickboxing, and then we qualified for the World Championships out in Spain, and I had 2 world titles. We were only back from Germany, and I said, right, this is my last one. You know, no matter how it goes, we're bowing out after this. And I'd been in contact with some guys in England to go professional boxing and whatnot. So go to Spain, get into the final of the World Championships, and won that. You know what I mean? And announced that's it, my kickboxing career is over. I'm now going to move to England, and that was like 3 years ago. So off I went to England. Moved over into Manchester with Kieran Farrell, and just started working my way up.
And he's an interesting lad as well. I'd say he, and it was only from you telling me about him.
Yeah.
What he kind of overcame. And and like from my when I'm, there's no better person to kind of look after your stuff, be coaching you or being whatever, that have been through it and that have worked hard and overcome a lot of stuff and have kind of been there, done that as such.
Certainly, you know, they've experienced it. Like I couldn't really, I listen to anyone. You can never stop learning, but I'd rather listen to a guy that has been in the ring than a guy that hasn't been in the ring. Because it's one of them. You have to be in there. You have to know the ins and outs of it, and you have to know what it feels like to be a good coach.
Didn't you have a bad accident, didn't you?
Yeah. So Kieran, I met Kieran years previous. 2 of us become good friends. He was 14-0, undefeated, fought Anthony Crolla for a title in England, and unfortunately suffered a bleed on the brain after the fight. Yeah. And didn't leave a hold him down, come back. He's now a successful manager and promoter over in Manchester and done great things for me. You know? And like I said, I moved over with him. So for 2 years I lived with Kieran, done an amazing job, brought me to where I am today. And yesterday I signed a deal for the second part of my career. So onwards and upwards.
That's mad. Can you see any? Right, first off, this is gym talk. Gym work over there, strength conditioning work over there. What was it like? What were you doing?
So the strength.
Who were you with? Or
I was with Martin Cullen over there, and to be honest, I wasn't paying enough attention to the strength conditioning side of things over there. You know, it was more boxing, but like you learn as you go. Yeah. So now that I'm back here and I'm working with yourself, we're working on it a lot more. Yeah. So being over there, it was more full-on boxing side of things, and I was kind of being ignorant to the fact of strength conditioning is so important. Yeah. And we weren't working on it enough. And when I was working on it, it was only I wasn't getting enough in. You know what I mean? It was just the basics, going through the motions.
Yeah. Right. So we're after getting in a couple of questions. Yeah. From one of the biggest things that's coming in is how do you keep motivated day in day out? Like, what gets you up in the morning? Fucking setting your alarm. Being down here, leaving Waterford City, coming down here early in the morning, put in a session here, you'll go home, you'll have your food, and you'll get another 1 or 2 boxing and skill sessions done. How do you, what's going on in your head that fucking, when you wake up every morning before you go to bed, what makes you?
I suppose it's not easy to start off, you know what I mean, and I think your attitude comes into play. You know, you have to have the right attitude to put that kind of amount of work into something, you know what I mean, and like I said, it was years ago, I made a choice of what it is I wanted to do. I understood it was going to be a long road. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not just starting at this. I've been working towards where I want to go for years, and this is just part and parcel of it. You know what I mean? So every morning I get out of bed, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing it for, and I've been doing it now for years. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's just the norm to me.
And it's like we were saying there a couple of minutes ago. It's not like that fucking not desire, whatever you want to call it, but it doesn't seem to be dwindling or whatever. Like you just seem to be getting more and more. It's kind of you're getting more kind of recognition, and you're getting more noticed and all that. We're starting to pay off that little bit more. You're getting a little bit more exposure. Not you just seem to be getting hungrier and hungrier.
Yeah, of course. You know? But listen, the more exposure, the more publicity, the more spotlight is on you, the harder you have to work. 100%. You know what I mean? The harder you have to work. Like I know what's around the corner for me now. You know what I mean? And they're big fights, they're tougher fights, longer fights, and I'm going to be ready. You know what I mean? There's no way can I put a foot wrong now. You know what I mean? So.
Right, next one. Right, this is my word and now this just come in, okay? What do you do to calm your butterflies before walking out to a fight? I'd say walking out to a fight, it's matches in the dressing room beforehand and the build up to whatever?
The butterflies.
Are you calm and relaxed and cool, or what?
No, I get the butterflies very bad. You know what I mean? And I think anyone that tells you they don't get nervous before a fight is lying.
Yeah,
you know
before any competition or any sport.
I get very nervous. You know what I mean? Even though I know I've trained hard, I'm ready. Yeah. It's just part of the game, you know. And
yeah.
I think they do you some favours in a way. They make you on edge, you're sharp, you're focused. They keep you awake, you know what I mean? So if you use them to your advantage, butterflies can be good.
Right. Next one. Right. If you could play any sport, what would it be and why?
If I could play another sport.
Do any other sport, what would it be?
First I go back just playing the GAA, you know, I played that for years with the
lads.
Yeah,
who'd
you know,
with
Kilmac.
They're on a roll as well, the lads.
The lads are smashing it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The lads are killing it.
What is it? What is it? West?
3 or 4 cups in a row now. And they're going for the 4th this weekend. Yeah, they're going for the 4th tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
They're going for the 4th tomorrow.
And would you still stay in touch? With the JS and things there, with the Kilmac boys and everything, would you still follow
all my best friends are on that team, and any match I can get to, I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm at it, you know what I mean? And screaming and shouting on the sideline.
I'll tell you, right. What is your favourite food to eat the night before a big competition? So that's after weighing. What's your go-to meal? And don't tell me now it's chicken and rice and fucking broccoli or whatever.
Nah, what is it? You know what? Nando's is my week. Yeah, you know, I'll drive anywhere for Nando's after weighing. You know, I've made the weight. I've done the hard part. I'm going straight to Nando's and I'm ordering everything.
We went down there, myself and the missus, we went down there years ago, Man Point.
Yeah.
Went down there. Like, trying to read off that menu and how you Dylan, I swear to God it's like a puzzle. It's like, I don't know what, like you order this but you can get this and that, and if you get this you can only get that. And when I tell you the food, I didn't even like it.
That's why I just order everything, you know what I mean? I get excited when I see the menu and I don't know what I want, so I'm just going to get a bit of everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Pick at each.
Yeah, I don't know, it's more confusing now if I'm going to get any food. But, hey, everybody to their own. Right, here's a good one now, okay? We won't, because we know strength conditioning wise it's going to be me, alright, but from anybody else coming from the boxing point of view, alright? Who was / is the coach that you most learned from and why?
So, my dad has been my coach since I'm a baby. He's the guy who brought me to the gym, made me stay at the gym, you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest about it. There's so many times I wanted to give up, throw the gear back away, I'm done, you know what I mean? I have enough of it, I'm not doing it anymore, I'm fed up, things weren't going my way, just getting fed up, it's tough, you know what I mean? And he would have kept me at it, but he's my coach, you know, he's always been there, from the get-go.
Is it hard having your dad as your coach? Because sometimes it's brilliant because you get on real well, or whatever, but then there's definitely going to be times.
Oh, it's a love-hate relationship.
Love-hate, that's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I mean? Crazy relationship with me and my dad, but we get the work done, you know what I mean?
You get it done, there we go.
Yeah, we get the work done. We gel well.
Yeah, see, there we go, that's it. That's it. Right, where's your favourite place to compete? So, we put it, boxing terms, as a pro over the last 7 fights. Where is your most memorable?
Most memorable place? You know what?
It could be good or bad now. So for positives and negatives.
The whole trip to Mexico 2 weeks ago.
That's mad.
That was great. You know what I mean? The arena we fought in was crazy. It was probably one of the best arenas I fought in.
And it wasn't like I've done up flashing lights or none of that.
It was just raw. Just a real fighting stadium. You know, you knew you were in the pits out there.
That was mad. And like you seen up, you had it on Instagram. You had who was the lad from Mayweather's?
Oh, the money team.
The money team, they were there and everything.
They had Mayweather representatives down there throwing money around, you know, the big entourage making noises they do, shouting about how much money they've got and all that. But yeah, what an experience. And that arena out there was the best so far.
You met Fury then, Wilder, all them and Freddie Roach and all that different.
Amazing, you know what I mean? Like I said, the whole round trip was unreal, unbelievable. And meeting them guys was just next level.
Did they give you any advice for any water? Because you were obviously talking.
Which?
About the three, Freddie Roach, Wilder and Fury. Did they give you any advice that's kind of stuck with you? Something that, geez, I haven't heard that before.
No, they didn't. It was more kind of a laugh and joke kind of a thing. We didn't, you know, none of us wanted to be talking about boxing. Do you know what I mean? It was about just laughing and joking. Wilder saying how he's going to knock Fury out, and Fury saying how he's going to knock Wilder out.
That's mad. And like when I was there, what got me, I think I was here in the gym, I was here in the gym and I was on my break, I was on my phone, whatever. Next thing, you're about the same height as me.
Yeah.
Alright, next. Dylan. Pictures went up, said Fury and Wilder, whatever. They're fucking about that much in the difference. They're big men, boy.
They are really big guys. Big men. You see the size of their hands. Their hands are massive.
Oh, lads.
You know, what's actually a cool story is, so I had a mate in drafted into the Fury training camp from England. So I texted him and said, look, we're back in Los Angeles on the Monday. Be mad if we got to meet Fury or whatever. He was like, yeah, we'll be training in Freddie Roach's gym.
Nice one. Me
and the lads go to the gym, bump into Fury, have a couple of minutes talking to him, grab a picture and whatnot. So me and one of the lads from Cork were in an Uber going back to the airport, and we're looking at the picture, me and Vlad, and we're saying, imagine if we met Wilder.
No way.
That'd really top off the trip, wouldn't it? Imagine if we met Wilder. Cause the two lads are fighting for the heavyweight championship, the biggest fight in years. So we get to the airport anyway, and we go to the food court. Now we're wrecked tired, and Vlad is on his laptop, and I'm just chilling beside him.
Yeah.
And whatever way I look, there's this guy sat beside me, and at first of all I was like, that's Dante Wilder. But I'm tired, I'm sleepy, and I'm like unsure. So I double checked the next time, I tap Vlad and I goes, bro, I said, Dante Wilder sat beside us. And he takes his glasses off, has a look, and it's him. Tap him on the shoulder, and we're talking to him for 20 minutes. And it was just the craziest story ever. He just sat there feeding his little girl pizza, just chilling, you know what I mean? And it was crazy because no one in the airport knew him. Yeah. Which was unbelievable. And I was like, when he left, everyone was saying like, who's the guy you're getting your picture with? I was like, it's the heavyweight champion of the world. Are you crazy?
That's mad. In Mexico, I was like crossing the border and all that. Any funny stories or anything? Or
mad experience. No, it's just the life them people live over there.
Seen pictures of you, the video up as well on Instagram. Just.
You know, we live a great life back here towards people over there. You know, very, very poverty stricken. And yeah, you know, you'd be glad to come home.
No way.
It's glad to have a few days there. You'd be glad to come home.
Yeah. Right, next. Right, what's the one thing that you wish you didn't have to give up to, or becoming a pro boxer or being a pro boxer?
You know, I couldn't really even answer that, to tell you. I'm not missing anything. You know, I enjoy what I do. With food, you could touch on food. Yeah, because I love my food. You know what I mean? I love my food, and I'm not as strict as I should be, even on a diet, you know, but...
but same with that then, if you're doing it right and we're still making weight and you're still recovering properly from all your training sessions and you're able to go the 1 or 2 times a day, 5-6 days a week, whatever, if you wanna sit down and have that little bar of chocolate at night time, you know you're making weight.
Yeah.
There's no problem, like, it probably makes it a little bit easier.
You deserve it.
Like, but you know what I mean? Hey, you deserve it up in that treadmill upstairs.
Oh, geez, the dead mill.
The dead mill. Right, what was I going to say? You've had nothing goes right. You said it when you first came down, it's boxing, anything can happen. And I thought, okay, right, whatever, it's pro boxing, it's a pro sport, a professional sport. There kind of has to be some bit organised or whatever. Went up to Tala 2 fights ago. Waiting for myself and the other lad, we went outside and I said, hey, well, whatever, and you're all.
Yeah.
I said, geez, what's up, what's wrong with him, whatever. And then your opponent 2 days ago, the day before, didn't even get on the plane and didn't even tell you.
Yeah.
So that was the start of it. That was the thing. Oh, cry, how? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you've had some bad.
I've had a fair share of it. Bad
pull-outs of water. Yeah, no, that. Tell us about something, because some like people actually wouldn't believe it. Like I didn't believe it. I heard it. That Stephen whatever was telling us. I don't believe that's it. You come in and they told me. I think it was going to snow. Was it that one?
Oh, it was crazy.
What?
Crazy.
Talk to us about that.
Just literally in a nutshell, like anything that could have went wrong for me. I've only had 7 fights, and I've had more things go wrong for me in my career so far than what have gone wrong for fellas that have 20 fights.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Between like that time of the snow, gear lost.
Tell us about that.
Whatnot, you know.
Woke up the morning of the fight, was it?
Woke up the morning of the fight. Ireland's after getting hit by a snowstorm. When does Ireland ever get hit by a snowstorm? You know what I mean?
There's up to be knees. Yeah.
Couldn't open the front door. The fight was on. The fight was off. My opponent hadn't made it. His boat was stuck in England. My supporters from England couldn't come over. I was after doing nearly.
And this was your first fight
at home. So this was the original homecoming, And I done like 7.5 grand worth of tickets. The whole of Waterford were going up. Yeah. None of them could make it. And like I said, the fight was on, the fight was off. I had no gear. My gear got lost in the post. I was posted over from England.
No way.
I had so run up the road to my mate Keelan Cassidy. Yeah. Grab his gear. My uncle had to get us all in the Jeep, 5 of us, and barely made it to the National Stadium. Go in there, the show was going ahead. still wanting to show where my opponent was, hanging around, in he comes, we got the fight on and got the win anyway, but that's just one story, you know, and then between fights on, fights getting cancelled, flights getting cancelled when I was in England, we've had our fair share of it, you know what I mean?
But how do you deal with it? How did you cope with that, or are you just kind of used to this stage now?
I should
expecting or what?
You just, like I said, I just try not to leave anything knock me off track, do you know what I mean? You just need to stay positive, stay on track, know what's at the end for you know what I mean, and just see the good in everything.
But try to get a positive out of everything, exactly.
Yeah, of course, see the good in everything.
Try to get a positive out of everything. Right, let's just go back to some more of these questions. Right, what age when we started? We got through that one. One come in was, and we spoke about it before. It's one thing that I get pissed off about a lot is, what was the question? I didn't even write it down, so I didn't even want to ask you. How do you improve, or what do you do to improve your foot speed, and what ladder drills you do? Okay.
So, I don't do any ladder drills. I don't do any ladder drills at all.
It has to be specific. All we're just lifting weights, we're going through a proper strength. Strength training and all that, and it's sports specific stuff. It's specific, so you're in there, you're in the ring, and you're moving around trying not to get hit. So, you know what I mean? But that's what it is. There's no fancy stuff. No,
of course, boxing's very simple. Hit and not get hit.
Sport is very simple.
Do you know what I mean?
People overcomplicate all the strength conditioning side of stuff.
Certainly.
And all that. Right, another one that came in. There's a fair few people. What was your most memorable? These actually came from clients that are here. What was your most memorable workout here so far?
The time after Tala, my first one when I come back.
Yeah, whenever since you've been there.
You had me doing
the 5 rounds.
25-minute circuit.
Oh, Dylan, that was a blow.
Straight off the back. Oh my god, I nearly had to pull in on the way home.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I wasn't feeling well at all.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of a blowout. Oh
yeah, that got the cobwebs off.
100%. How taking time off? Can you take time off? Do you allow yourself to you have to take time off after a fight? You have to have a couple of days cool down period or whatever. What do you do in your downtime? What's your thing? What do you do?
Certainly, rest is very important. And it's a big part of it, you know. So I'd spend a couple of weeks, 6 to 8 weeks training before a fight, have the fight, and then after the fight, I just don't want to hear, see, or know anything about boxing. I'm usually good to go then after about just under a week. You know what I mean? I'm itching to get back to the gym. I want to get back on track and see what fight is next. You know, but you definitely need them couple of days of just chilling, just living normal for a while. You know, lying on the chair, staying in bed, going to bed late, watching the telly. You know, you can't do all that stuff. It's just a pure regime when you're in training camp. So yeah, the week after the fight, you just want to be left alone and do nothing. Yeah,
and just relax.
You know,
7th of December. I think it's 2 weeks away now. How are you feeling about that? Like, this is a massive fight.
Yeah,
big fight. It's not. I wouldn't even say it is. Have you got an opponent yet?
No opponent confirmed yet. Put the offers out to 2 or 3 guys. Just waiting to find out. But like you said, look, it's a massive opportunity.
It is, isn't it?
It's a big card to be on. I'm delighted to be a part of it. I'm grateful to be a part of it. You know, and to be on a bill with such talent. You know, such talent like Spike Sullivan, Ray Milet, Roy Sheehan, you know, Lewis Garcia. Like, it's crazy. It is. You know, I follow Spike Sullivan since I'm a little boy with my dad. You know, down to Neptune Stadium watching him fighting, and now I'm sharing dressing rooms with him, fighting on the same bill. You know, and now that TG4 are airing it and they've signed a contract with my new management team to air their next couple of shows in 2019. You know, so boxing is really on the up.
It is.
Yeah, I'm feeling good for the 7th of December, and I just want to make the most of it. You know, big finish of the year.
We were there. You're on about being excited and all that, whatever. Like Spike Sullivan and all that. We were there. Tallow, myself and the other at Dahi. We're outside, we were coming back in. I seen him with the tash. You know,
that's how you spot him.
Fucking there, Spike Sullivan. Next thing, he was there, he was talking to somebody, and he was there. Jesus, I know him. He's a boxer, whatever. He googled him, whatever. Jim Rock.
Oh yes.
He was the Pink Panther. Pink Panther, yeah. They were talking away to each other, and whatever. And I was, will I get a picture of him when I do whatever. Well, I ended up not. I was fucking shat myself. No way. We're not going to ask him for a picture. Sexy was there. They come out then the week or two ago that Spike Sullivan was going to be on the same card or whatever. Just from my side of things, the pure and you thought like Spike was just on one of his massive fights there only a couple of months ago. Do you know what I mean? But I am going to be backstage, and I am going to get lost in his dressing room. And I'm going to see him at the start of the night. Like, it's just, it's unbelievable. But like, for you to be fighting with this standard of fighters that are on top of the game now and that are fighting for these belts and all that to be in the same card as them. And there's only a couple of fights getting televised as well. And you're one, do you know what I mean? Of course,
you know, great. Like I said, great opportunity, and to be around them guys. These are the guys that you need to be around.
Yeah.
You know, I find that hanging around with them guys, you learn from them, you feed off them.
Yeah.
You know, it's a championship attitude, champion attitude. These guys just always want to better themselves, always want to do more. You know, so being around them guys is nothing but benefits from it.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Right, Dylan, I think that's it. We're running out of time again. I'm going to have to get a new camera. New camera and run out of time. Right, so where can everybody find you? Social media, follow you. Where can they?
Yeah, so pages? Just Dylan Moran on Instagram. I've got the Dylan Moran Pro Boxer page. Ray Conley and Trummore's doing a great job at that. You know, keeps everyone up to date. So any information or looking for tickets or anything involved in
there's still tickets available for the May Off Fight.
Find it on that page.
Yeah, definitely. Right, Dylan, thanks very much.
Thank you very much, man.
We do a bit of training. Alright, well done.